I bet if you knew how easy it was to make this chain, you would be making it all the time. Today I'm going to show you how to make popsicle stick chain. It is easy and you can make it with all different finishes. Here's the one we're going to do today. It's the copper with the silver solder, and this is actually a project that I have in my second book, Soldered Alchemy. So you can follow along if you have the book, or if you have the book, you can read in it and read like little extra details I might have in there. But all you're gonna need is a popsicle stick, and you're gonna need some copper wire. You can use silver wire if you like. I'm using 18 gauge copper wire. To start, you're going to need some wire straightening pliers and some steel wool, or you can use a green Scotch pad if you prefer. I put a paper towel down on my work surface because the steel wool makes a mess. So the first thing you're going to do is put the wire in between the jaws of the wire straightening pliers and just pull the pliers through the wire once or twice to straighten it out, and that'll remove any kinks because we want to start with nice smooth wire. Then, as you just saw me do, you're going to run the steel wool over your wire once or twice to brighten it up. You always want to start with bright, clean wire. Get your popsicle stick and take your wire cutting pliers and cut off that length of wire. I usually do about 12 inches or so at a time. You don't want to work with any piece that's too long. Hold your thumb against your wire on your popsicle stick and then use your other hand to wrap it snugly around your popsicle stick. You're going to want to wrap it firmly, but not too tight. It's important that you don't wrap it too loosely or you're going to have trouble with it. And your links probably are not going to be as uniform as they should be. They're not going to be all the same size. If you wrap it too tight, it's hard to remove it from the popsicle stick. Once you're finished, grab your wire cutting pliers, find the end of one of the ends of wire, and you're going to snip the first link off. Slide it down a bit and then snip the next link off, and so on and so forth. And I did mine a little bit too tight. You can see I'm struggling a little bit to get them off, but I probably should have used a little bit of a lighter touch when I was wrapping. You're going to continue snipping and you're going to do them one at a time and use precision. Make sure you're snipping like right at the end of where your wire is so that the link is complete. If you don't snip right at that wire when you snip the next one, it's either going to be too big or too small. Once you finish the last one, slide them off the popsicle stick, make more if you like, and then I'm going to show you how I put them together. To help join your links together, it's really useful to have a pair of pliers. You can use round nose pliers or you can use the chain nose pliers, which are the ones I'm using, to grip your first link. Open it up a little bit if it's not already open, and then slip the next link in and then close it up. And when you open the link, you're going to do it the same way that you would open or close a jump ring. When you open or close a jump ring, we never pull the ends apart from each other. We always push one forward and one back, one toward us, one away. And it's the same with these links. You're just going to open it up, close it up, and make sure you don't stretch it out the way that I said, or it's going to be misshapen and you're going to have a hard time getting it closed again. So at this point, it's just a repetitive process of adding a link, closing that one up, adding a new link, and then closing that one up, etc. So make your chain as long as you like. I'm only making a small section of chain to show you how I do this. And then I'm going to move on and you're going to see how I close each link permanently. Next, I'm going to solder each link closed. I have my soldering iron, I'll heat it up. I have lead-free solder. I have a brush with some liquid flux. And first thing you're going to do is you're going to apply liquid flux to your chain. And if you try to do each little spot in the chain, it's too hard. You're better off just brushing the whole chain. I use my soldering pliers to hold a link, start on one end, and then pick up a little bit of solder, little drop, maybe about the size of a third of a grain of rice, or a half, maybe more like a third. I'm just going to touch the tip of my soldering iron where that little drop of solder is to the seam where I closed that link. And I'm going to apply that solder there. And then I'm going to put a little bit more on to make like a raised dot. So it has like a little bit of a decorative touch. I'm going to repeat this process with every link. Each link is finished, I'm going to go over them and look at each one and make sure they're all uniform in size and fix any up that need any fixing. Then I'm going to wash my chain and dry it. And here it is. Wasn't that a great project? And you know what? You don't have to use a popsicle stick. You can use any kind of shaped object you like. You can use something larger, something like an oval shape. You can do circular shapes. Just think about it. What do you think would be cool? Leave me a comment below and let me know. Now be sure to check back because in my next video, I'm going to take this same chain and I'm going to show you how to apply a copper patina. I apply a copper patina to all that silver solder to make a completely copper chain. Be sure to check back, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the little bell next to the subscribe button so you can get a notification when I release a new video. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.